We're in phase 2 of Cambridge Crossing where we live, and you guys have, well, if you're on YouTube, maybe you haven't. Well, you've seen some of the shorts. This is the house that we've toured a few times right here, the Highland, and it's for sale. I'm gonna figure out what's going on with that and see if it actually sold again. But it says it's occupied. But look how beautiful this place is. It's landscaped. These are supposed to start in the 500s, I guess. These over here are both sold, but look how beautiful these homes are. In here, they say they start in the 4s. I will get details for you, but you know, super value here when those on the other side are much bigger. I think these are around 1,800 square feet when the other ones start at 21 to 27 for our phase, and then the big ones are in the 3s and 4s. But these over here are being built right now. Some of the doors are open, and I'll walk you through it real quick. You know, you come down here to Texas. This is the booming part of North Dallas. This is the new Dallas. Prosper, Celina downtown's over there. They're building the brand new Methodist Center, which is a huge hospital. Jake, show them the entrance over there with the lights up for Cambridge Crossing. It's really pretty by the waterfall. That is cool. And then we'll walk through, show them these houses here. I really think these are probably here in the low 5s. And Highland is paying closing costs, so realistically, someone that was a first-time home buyer could get into a house like this for 3% down. And the closing costs, we were talking about this, the difference between closing costs and down payment is a big deal. So you've got your down payment, 3% on $500,000, $15,000. You can get into this house. And if Highland is paying, or the builders are all paying 15 to 20 grand, they're going to pay for an interest rate buy down, and they're going to pay all your title, your escrow, and all your impound accounts. That's what your closing costs are. So if you were to do this 3% down and pay your own closing costs, you would need at least $31,000, $32,000, maybe even more with a buy down. So this is a 2-story Highland. They really do a nice job with the brick and all of the finishings, all of the fixtures. I love the Highland, and I love the Perrys, and I love the sunsets in Celina, Texas. Very reminiscent here of the Central Valley. I'm a Visalia kid. I grew up in Visalia, but the Methodist Hospital is down there. Downtown Celina's down there. I'm going to show you guys very soon Light Farms, another subdivision that's right here on the other side of Dallas Parkway. And Dallas Parkway North comes like 42 minutes from DFW Airport, so it's close. Next city down is Prosper. Then there is Frisco. And then there is Plano. And then you get into Frisco. Is interesting because they've got a lot. Frisco's built out. They have built the new PGA headquarters, 3 huge golf courses, hotels, and you know what was interesting? I saw one of the hotels today. So they've got the hotels built on these golf courses, and some of the rooms, you've got your room there, and they got these doors that open up, and you walk out in your room, and you can hit balls out of your hotel room into the driving range out there. Talk about some money they spent over there. Hotels, shopping. They're gonna bring, you know, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, and Hermes. I mean Hermes. I'm joking. I don't know which ones they're gonna bring, but all the high end is coming in there. And this place, I keep saying it. If these houses are $500,000 in 5-7 years, I think they're going to be worth $800,000, and I think that they're going to be worth, you know, you're going to get that kind of equity in them for if two things can happen. So interest rates, I think interest rates are going to go down. It's going to drive the values up, but let's just say interest rates don't go down. They keep inching up and they stay up, you know, in the 7s and 8s for another year or 2, or, you know, I hope that doesn't happen. I think the best thing that could happen is if they stay up in the 7s for another year, because there's going to be massive opportunity when they do come down, because all the people that bought in the last 16 months, and then if say it goes for another year, so it'll be 2.5 years, something like that. All those people that bought in the 7 and 8% and 6% range, they're going to be very likely to sell when rates go down, because they can switch that. Come in, buddy. They can switch that rate out. They're going to have new equity, more equity in the house than they bought it for, so they can get a newer house, and they can make an easy switch to a lower rate. But if that doesn't happen, let's just say rates go up, you know what I think is going to happen? I think these huge investors like BlackRock are going to keep buying up chunks of land. Bill Gates buying up property in the country. You know what he's going to do with that? Build houses. They want to take over, the government wants to take over housing, just in my opinion, and homes are going to get, in this scenario, I think homes eventually will get so expensive, just like Newport Beach, to where it's going to be it's going to be a luxury to be a homeowner. So what do I say to all those kids out there that are 18? What do I say to the people that are 26, 32, 45? When I was 35, he liked blue-blooded girls. He wrote Frank Sinatra. When I was 21. Anyway, these values, I think they're going to go up. Say rates stay up, nobody's going to want to sell. Everybody that's got 2.5 and 2.9, they're not going to want to sell. Those homes are going to be worth a ton. All the other homes are going to be worth a ton too, because the population keeps growing, and we're not going to be able to keep up with the building at these higher interest rates. What are they going to do? Rental costs are going to keep going up too. So what happens? I think it's going to, in this scenario too, values are going to keep going up, and I think eventually homes are going to be, being a homeowner is going to be something that is a luxury, and you better get your name on a piece of property. I don't want to hear this, that you think it's better to rent because the payment is cheaper. That is the biggest short mindset thing I've ever heard, okay? Homeownership is the best forced savings that most Americans have, okay? What are you going to do with your 401k? What are you going to make? 22% over 50 years on your 401k? What are you going to make on real estate over 50 years? Probably 500%. You tell me what's a better investment, something that you live in. That's why home ownership is so popular. So I really just want to get my point across. And if you say, hey, well, I think values are going to go down. Well, values, they could always go down. Anything could happen. But you know what? There's always a risk involved in everything. And you're taking the biggest risk by not being a homeowner, riding the wave of whatever rents are going to be. They keep going up. And you might as well be riding the wave of being a property owner if you can figure out a way, somewhere to live where you can afford the payment. Justin with JK Mortgage, brand new URL and website up. You're going to be able to search for properties on there in all throughout California and probably Texas very soon. Those are not up yet, but you're going to be able to go there instead of Zillow and Realtor.com. And instead of getting blown up by all these random agents and these random loan officers trying to pre-approve you, have access to this stuff. So it's going to be like a membership for the MLS, but a free membership for my VIP clients and people that I trust, and that referrals from their friends. So Justin with JK Mortgage, www.jkmortgage.com. Let's go.